Hello guys, welcome to Techno Fiction. The next unit in Salesforce Flow is guide users through your business process with Flow Builder. And through this video, you will learn about flow definitions, its key components, the types of flow elements, and how to build a flow that creates a record and uploads files. So let's get started with the Flow Builder. You may have heard several terms using interchangeably when referring to flows. As a reminder, the official terms are Salesforce Flow, which is the product that encompasses building, managing, and running flows and processes. The next one is Flow Builder. It is a point and click tool for building flows. And the third one is Flow, which is an application that automates a business process by collecting data and doing something in your Salesforce org or an external system. In short, the Salesforce Flow product includes a couple of tools. One of them is Flow Builder, lets you create flows. And the next one is flow building blocks. Every flow is made up of 3 building blocks. So in this picture you can see the representation of the flow builder, and it picturizes 1, 2 and 3 blocks. The first one represents the elements, and the second one represents the connectors, and the third one represents the resources. So when we need to add an element to the canvas, drag these elements from the toolbox. The connectors defines the path that the flow takes at runtime, and they tell the flow which element to execute next. The next one is the resources. Resources are containers that represent a given value, such as field values or formulas. The flow elements fit into 4 different categories. The first category is screen. So it displays data to your users or collect information from them with screen elements. You can add simple fields to your screens like input fields, radio buttons, as well as out-of-the-box lightning components like file uploads. If you need more out of your flow screens, like custom navigation or information displayed in table format, build or install custom lightning components. The next one is logic. It controls the flow of your flow. It creates branches, update data, loop over sets of data, or wait for a particular time. And the third one is actions. It does something in Salesforce when you have the necessary information. The flow can look up, create, update, and delete Salesforce records. They can also create chatter posts, submit records for approval, and send email. And the fourth one is integrations. It connects your flow to an external database by using core actions or apex actions. So let's now take a tour to Flow Builder. When you build flow, you work from Flow Builder. So your Flow Builder will look like this. The Flow Builder is divided into 3 sections: the toolbox section, second one is the canvas, and the third one is the button bar. The toolbox contains the elements and the resources that are used to build our flows. From the element tab, you can add element like screen, or you can update records to your flow. From the Manager tab, you can create resources such as variables, stages, and choices to use in your flow, or you can view a list of elements and resources that we have added to the flow. The second one is the canvas. It is the working area where you build a flow by adding elements. So when you add the elements to the canvas and connect them together, you see a visual diagram of your flow. And the third one is the button bar. It provides the information such as whether the flow is active or not, and how long ago the flow was created, and whether the flow has any warnings or errors. And you can use the shortcuts, and there are keyboard shortcuts for the Windows user as well as the Mac users. For zoom in, press Ctrl and equal to. For zoom out, press Ctrl minus. For zoom to fit, press Ctrl plus 0. For zoom to view, press Ctrl plus 1. To select multiple elements on the canvas, press and hold Shift and click each element. As well as for Mac users, to zoom in, press Command equal to zoom out, press Command plus minus, to zoom to fit, press Command plus 0, to zoom to view, press Command plus 1, and to select multiple elements on the canvas, press and hold Shift and click each element. Okay, before doing our challenge, let's see an example. So now we build a flow to streamline account creation. For that, launch your playground and go to setup. So in setup, search for flow and select flows. So in flow, to create new flow, click new flow. So these are the options. First, let's see about screen flow. So select screen flow and click next and choose it as free form. So this is our flow builder. This is the toolbox section. This is our working area, that is canvas, and this is the button bar. First, we add a screen to collect users input. So from toolbox, drag a screen element onto the canvas. Drag it wherever you want. Now this is the new screen. We have to fill it and we have to click done. So label the screen as name it as new account. You can enter description if you want. In components, click text 2 times. So if you click that, the text bar will be added. The first text screen component, select and enter account name. If you select that, you can provide your details here. And select this required box. In the second text screen, Label it as phone number. Now select footer under the text screen. So in this properties, open the configure footer. Under previous button, select hide previous, and under pause button, select hide pause, and then click done. Now we need to add create records to the canvas. So drag it and drop it here. Now label it as create account. So in how to set the record fields, choose use separate resources and literal values. In object, select account, and in set field values for the account, search for the field name and enter the value as global constant dot true. In value, click this account name in screen components and add field. In that we have the field name as phone number, right? So select phone, and in value choose the screen component phone number and click done. Next, we create another screen that enables file uploads. The second screen element let users upload files for the account that they created. For that, drag another screen and drop it here, and in label it as upload files. So in configure footer, under pass button, click hide pass, and in previous button choose hide previous, and in pass button choose hide pass. If you don't make that selection, users will be able to navigate back to the first screen and multiple accounts could be created accidentally. To avoid that, you must do this step. So now in components, select file upload. So the API name should be account files, right, like this. So in file upload label, put upload related files. In allow multiple files, select $global constant dot true, and next in related record ID, choose this variables and then click done. As configured, this file upload component let users upload more than one file at a time to the created account. Now let's connect the elements to finish the flow. For that, just click this node and drag it to the new account. Now drag this node from new account to created records and from created records to the screen. So this is our flow. So connecting the elements tells the flow what order to flow at runtime. So we have finished creating our flow. Now click save, label it as quick account and click save. Next, we have to distribute our flow. To do so, we need to add it to our home page. And we will learn about the distribution ways in another module. After that, we need to activate our flow. Only activate flows are available in Lightning App Builder. So first, activate the flow. For that, click this activate button. If you are not in your flow builder, go to setup, in that search for flow builder or search for quick account and then click activate. After activating, add your flow to home page. So for that, first create a home page. To do that, go to setup and search for Lightning App Builder. In Lightning App Builder, click new and select home page. Then click next. Label it as, it's your wish, you can name it anything. I'm just naming as flow example. Then click next. So now choose clone Salesforce data default page and then click finish. So you can see the flow here. So just drag it and put it in the top right corner. Now in flow, click quick account and then click save and click activate. And assign as Odds default. And click save. So now let's view our you can see that right, the quick account is our flow. It has been added to our home page. Okay, now let's see our challenge. The given challenge is to guide users through creating a lead. So build a flow that creates a lead with user enter information and uploads a related file for the lead, then add the flow to a home page. For that we have to create a flow, type screen flow and build a freeform flow. And we have to add a screen and we have to add two text screens and mark them both as required. And again we have to add an element, that is create records, and choose as the use separate value type. and set the object as lead, and we have to set field values for the lead, and we have to add a second screen for uploading file, and we have to connect the flow components in the given order, and we have to save it and activate that, and we have to create a lightning page for that flow and name it as process automation home. So let's start doing our challenge. Launch your playground. So now I have split my screens to follow up the instructions. So go to setup and search for flow. Click new flow and choose the flow type as screen flow and click next and select the free form. Now add a screen, label it as lead screen. Now we have to add two text components. So select text two times. For the first, label it as last name. And mark it as required. And for the second one, label it as company name. And mark it as required. Now do the footer thing. For the previous button, choose hide previous, and for the past button, choose hide past and click done. Now add create record element. Label it as create lead. And at how to set the record fields, choose use separate resources and literal values. So select the object as lead. And for the first lead, choose the value as last name. And in the value, under screen components, choose last name and add another field. Select company name. Company only, right? Company, and under value, select company name. Now click done. Now we have to add another screen for file uploads. Label it as component screen. So now we have to add the file upload component. Select that. So the UPI name must be upload file. And the file upload label is upload related files. And next, in allow multiple files, choose $global constant dot true, and in related record ID, choose lead ID from create lead. Now choose the footer, hide the previous and pass. Now click done. So connect your start screen to the lead screen and lead screen to create lead. And create records to component screen. And save it. Label it as new lead and click save. Now we have to activate it. So we have finished creating the flow. Now we have to add it to our home page. For that, go to Lightning Builder. In that, click new. Choose the type as home page. Click next. Label it as process automation home. Click next. And choose clone Salesforce default page and click finish. Now drag this flow wherever you need. Choose the flow as new lead. Now save it and activate it. And also assign it as your Arch default. And click save. Let's check our home page. So now the new lead is our flow in our home page. Okay. Now let's check our challenge. Okay, the challenge is completed. So before choosing the page template in Lightning App Builder, choose it as standard type. And we have completed this unit. Thanks for watching. Do like, share and subscribe and keep watching.